I'm Doug from Global West, and today I thought I'd take a minute here and talk to you about rear coilovers for 1958 through 64 Impalas. We happen to have a kit here on the table, and coilovers have been bandying about a little bit, whether can the Impala handle it, or do I really want a coilover, is it going to ride all right, or whatever. And I'm here to tell you that the coilover system that we offer for the front and the rear, but we're talking rear right now, is fantastic. You can adjust your ride height, we've got different spring combinations, you can adjust your shock settings, everything works in the program. So let's get into what we have on the table here, and then we have a frame that we're going to show you as well that shows how it installs on the car. So first, we're going to give you new lower control arms. Now these control arms are going to take the place of your stock ones, of course, but the reason why we give you these is because your spring goes to the lower control arm, and we want to clean all that up in the back. So the spring now, when we put this coilover system on, it's going to go behind the differential. It's kind of going to go in the place where your shock was, but we're going to reinforce the frame to accommodate that so it handles the loads properly, and like I said, it's going to clean it up back there. So new lower control arms are going to be given to you. We have all the bracketry that attaches to the differential here. There's no welding to the differential of any kind or to the frame. This is entirely a bolt-on system. Now we have Viking shock absorbers that we're using here, and these happen to be double adjustable, but there's other kits as well that use QA1 shocks in a single or double. And then we have two different setups too, whether you're running a standard differential or a 4/9 inch. Crossmember is included here. Now we put a crossmember in because we want to pick up the loads where the shocks are in the back. We want to strengthen that area. So the crossmember is furnished, it plugs directly in, and we eliminate that problem of possible tearing the frame by running a coilover back there. So it is definitely a foolproof system. I happen to have it on my 63, and at this point in time I've got over 16,000 miles on the system in the rear. Everything is perfect, it rides great. It's pretty much a daily driver. It works well. So let's take a minute and I'll explain a few things on our frame that we have, our demonstration frame, and you can see how that kit actually installs. Okay, so we got our frame here, and what we wanted to show you is, well, first thing I'm going to show you is this crossmember that we put here. That is right here. Normally your shock absorber bolts on here, and there's a mount that's down on the lower control arm pickup point for the stock application. And just putting a coilover up here without doing any crossmember whatsoever can eventually give you a problem, because it's going to want to tear here. But when you put a crossmember here in this location, you tie this together and you eliminate that problem. That's why this coilover system works so well. We don't have to worry about damaging the frame. This crossmember is very important to go in. That's why we give it to you. Now let me show you how the bracketry goes around the differential and how the base of the shock absorber bolts in, and you'll get a good idea how nice this system is. Okay, we got our frame turned around here, and what I wanted to show you was how this kit installs on the differential. You can see right here we've got clamps that go around the housing tubes. And then down here we have clamps that attach to the back of where the lower control arm would normally attach on the differential. And this pretty much bolts on. You will have to drill a hole here or there, and it's explained really well in the instruction sheet. Now another thing you may have noticed is this type of shock that we have on the back here. Now this happens to be a QA1 shock absorber. And remember earlier we were talking about the different shocks that are available in our kits. The one that we were displaying on the table had a Viking double adjustable on it. This one happens to have a QA1 single adjust, and then we also have a QA1 double adjust. All these different combinations that we offer are going to be they're available on the internet to see, and with the different part numbers and what have you. The main thing we want to get across here is this kit is a very easy installation, whether it be a 9-inch or the stock differential, which was what we have here. So if you get an opportunity, take a look on our internet, and the part numbers are going to be, at least for this particular one here, let's say with the QA1 single, would be a COR 5864S. The Viking would be a COR 5864V. And if you wanted a QA1 double adjustable, it would be a COR5864Q. Again, all these are going to be posted on the internet. If you get an opportunity, check it out. We have some other clips on there that talk about this, and give us a call if you have any questions.